What's up, everybody, and welcome to an all-new episode of Casters of Horror. I'm Chris Mess.
I'm Shane, and on this episode, no one will save you from this movie. Except maybe us.
Yeah. Wait, what? Anyway, this is a film, Hulu original, just came out, a week ago?
Yeah, something like that.
I think a week ago, not too long before we checked it out. We wanted to bring it to you guys first. We're probably not. But anyway, this film was written and directed by Brian Duffield. You guys may know him from writing such films as The Babysitter Killer Queen, Love and Monsters, Spontaneous, Jane
Really?
Got a Gun. Yeah. So
I
anyway,
would not have guessed that this was from a writer of The Babysitter.
Yeah, he's the guy who wrote The Babysitter. It was his, yeah. Anyway, I think he also did, what was that? There was one that was like based on the characters of his, based on characters created by him.
Huh.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, and he did one of the Divergent movies too, looks like.
Yeah.
But this is his second foray into directing. Excuse me. He chokes me up. Anyway, he had done one other film before this, which was that Spontaneous movie. But anyway, this film stars Caitlin Dever. If you guys aren't familiar with her, I've been a fan of hers ever since she was in Last Man Standing with Tim Allen. She was also in, what else has she been in? She's like getting to be super popular now.
Yeah. I recognized her, but I couldn't place her in anything that I've seen.
Booksmart, Unbelievable, the series, Ticket to Paradise, Dope Sick, Dear Evan Hansen. She was in Monsterland, the TV show, and some other films like that. But yeah, she's most known for Booksmart. But I'm a huge Caitlin Dever fan.
Yeah.
So when I was like, oh, she's going to be this, I got to check it out. So anyway, basically what it is it's about this young reclusive woman who lives on her own in rural New Orleans, and aliens come to visit her.
Finally, aliens on Casters of Horror.
Yeah, finally. They come to visit her, and it's her trying to survive.
Yeah.
Would you call this cosmic horror, or would you call this just thriller horror?
Yeah, this is, I guess thriller horror.
Almost like Home Invasion.
Yeah. It's billed as a home invasion film.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So. Anyway, Uncle Creepy had checked this one out. He said something about it on Twitter, or X, if you want to call it that. And he also posted about it on Instagram. And I was like, if Uncle Creepy says it's good, we're checking it out. I think he watched it day one. So I was like, we got to get on this thing quick. But anyway, so you said no one can save you, especially from this film.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on this?
I can compliment Sandwich this one. Okay. I feel
like a good sandwich.
One of the big things I want to get out of the way right up front here is this film has, other than a few background pieces that get cut off or aren't really, intelligible, or you can't really understand it. This film has, if I'm remembering correctly, one line of dialogue.
Yeah.
One line. There's one line of dialogue.
Yeah.
And
they did that on purpose.
Oh, yeah. And I actually think it plays really well with the theme of isolation and someone who is like outcast, and isolated from everything, and anxious, socially anxious. Works really well. There's a few things she does in this film where I could relate to that.
Yeah. Oh, she's very reclusive.
Yeah.
Lives on her own.
Yeah.
Collects things. But yeah, Yeah, it was definitely done on purpose, which
Mhm.
I think is why they would put it out during the writers' strike. Um,
Hey, how about that?
hey, well, look at that. No
Yeah,
writing involved. Um, but
yeah.
but
No,
so,
Chris, my big issue with this movie, that
mhm.
the reason I'm hesitant to just like throw my undying love behind it is because either this movie is really long, or it just had too many endings. I don't know.
Now I do have to agree with you. The movie was quite long. It was
Yeah,
quite long. To me, it did take a strange twist into cosmic horror at points for
yeah.
me.
See, I don't really get that out of it. I don't get the cosmic horror out of it.
Um, and then goes back into home invasion. Um,
Yeah,
but I don't know, man. I dug it. I liked this movie
yeah.
a lot.
I'm somewhere in between because I I said, compliment sandwich. The other thing is, like, this movie,
This
it
ain't gonna be an
jumps.
open face sandwich, is it?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it jumps right. Like so many times, especially with like these alien movies, you
Mhm.
get glimpses of something. You get glimpses, and for a long time, the movie builds up to this huge climax. And
Yeah,
in this one, it jumps right in. There's
yeah,
almost no setup until you get almost like a full on 15-minute segment of this intense home invasion chase scene where
yeah,
you actually see the creatures, not just glimpses, but you get a lot of
yeah.
it.
Yeah, you would think that this film was sponsored by Hims due to the fact that it was early climaxing.
Yeah,
Eh,
yeah,
so, I
yeah,
mean, it jumps right into
yeah,
it and goes hard the whole time.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
It does not let up. Right.
no,
Well, I say that, but
you're
when
really struggling with this one.
I really am, because for the first hour of this movie, or I don't even know if it was an hour, I
Yeah,
really liked this film. But
yeah,
then it started hitting these points where like, there's this point in this film where I'm like, wow, man, I really liked that. That was really good. I'm impressed. And then I check, and there's still an hour left. I'm like, what? And then it happens again 10 minutes late. The entire last hour of this movie was me thinking it was over every 10 minutes. I'm not
yeah,
kidding. There's
yeah.
one point where there's this big climactic like chase scene, and the protagonist overcomes the struggle, and she gets up and she's bloodied and beaten, and they even start in with this iconic like music, like the hero's
Mm-hmm.
journey is over music,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's still 40 minutes left.
It's like, nope,
It's like, yeah, and it does
nope,
that like half a dozen times.
not
Yeah.
over, not
So I
over
don't
yet.
know. I think for me, that's why I struggled, is because I felt like it was
And see,
teasing me with the ending.
I liked that. I
Really?
liked the she won.
Uh-huh.
She can go on with her bleep and bleep.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Type thing. It was like
Yeah.
it was like to me it felt somewhat real in that aspect where it was just like just when you think that you're out, they're gonna pull
Yeah.
you back in.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
man,
I
I dug it.
remember
I
this
dug this
happened.
movie.
This happened to us too with that Robo Santa movie. Where so many times I thought it was going to be over, and it just kept going and going. I
Yeah, that
struggled with
one
that a bit
that
in this
one was a
movie.
little.
Yeah. So yeah, that I did struggle with that, and
I
by
don't know
the
about
end,
comparing it with Robo Santa.
no,
I
but by
don't
the end,
know.
I wasn't sure if I liked this movie or not, and I think I do come down more on the I enjoyed it than I didn't. I
Yeah,
will say, for a movie that has almost no dialogue, like I said, just that one line of dialogue,
yeah.
Caitlin Deaver absolutely killed it in this role.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
she was so good, absolutely brilliant in it. She really, really sold all the emotions that
Yes,
you would need,
with
that you can't
no
convey through
speaking.
words. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like her character can't talk. It's
Oh, right, right.
just there. She's trying to be quiet. She's freaking out at points. She's screaming at points. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, but
Yeah.
um Yeah, she did an amazing job. Watch this movie in the dark, though. I do have to say, you are going to want the room to be fairly dark because
Yeah, I
there's a
agree.
lot of dark scenes
Yeah,
in it. Visually,
yeah.
not
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
this movie's dark. No, it's literally dark.
Yep. And I have to
But
praise the occasional jump scare that didn't rely on a loud bang.
yes.
They were just
Oh
very
yeah.
well up scenes.
Yeah, they did an amazing job with this,
Uh,
and especially it's kind of timely right now with everything that's going on with the possible fear of alien
oh yeah,
invasions and
yeah.
whatnot right now. But um, yeah, it just to me it's made it into the top list so far
Okay,
for
wow.
me.
My
Yeah,
doesn't quite climb up there for me, but again, I liked it more than I disliked it. So
it'll be interesting to see where our list lands towards
mhm,
the end of this year
yeah,
when we hit December, what the top films of this last year's been for us. But
yeah.
on that topic, what did you guys think of it? Have you checked it out? It's on Hulu. Why aren't you watching it? It's there. Go check it out. It's no
And
one
look,
will save you.
if you're looking for an alien flick, a horror alien flick, I mean, you could do a lot worse than this one. Trust me. So
Oh
we
yeah.
don't get a
Oh
lot.
yeah.
So go watch this one at least.
Let us know down in the comments down below what you guys thought of it. And while you're down there, make sure to hit like and subscribe. Also, let us know if there's any other films you guys want us to check out. Even if they didn't come out this year, older films, newer films, homemade films. Shoot, send them in. We'll check them out. Why not? Anyway, that's it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I, at least, enjoyed this film. Until next week, I'm Chris Mess.
I'm Shane. See ya.
Get the hell out of here.